Hi there, I'm Donna Wolfe from Naztazia.com.
Yarn storage is very important in knitting and crochet. In this video, I'll show you several ways of storing your yarn, including some basic ways, as well as some extreme methods. You can certainly leave your yarn out on a shelf. However, there are some things to think about, such as dust, pets, as well as insects, water damage, and of course, various scents, both pleasant and unpleasant ones. Probably the easiest way to store lots of yarn is using a plastic bin or tote bag. The clear ones are nice because you can see what's inside of them. If you need to move your yarn around a lot, these softer clear tote bags are very nice with the handles. With these, they are lighter weight than a plastic bin and have a nice zipper for accessing the yarn. Another option are these clear poly bags, which are sometimes used by food places to store baked goods in them. Plus, sometimes clothing places use these for t-shirts. With this particular size, I'm able to fit 3 full skeins of yarn in them. With the ends, I just fold them upwards and place 2 pieces of tape to hold it all in place. This at least keeps the dust, pet hair, scents, and some water drips from the yarn. Plus, these bags allow me to stack the yarn neatly on my shelves. If you have a lot of little scraps of yarn that you just can't part with because you may need them, you can roll them up and place them in a poly bag like this. These vacuum bags are pretty amazing. They come in a variety of sizes and work great for yarn. There are 2 ways you can use them. You can just put the yarn in them and use the strong seal to keep things like dust, water, and scents out of the yarn. Or you can use the vacuum feature, which allows you to also save some space if you have a lot of yarn. I only use the vacuum feature on yarn that I've already tested to ensure it doesn't get damaged. For the most part, regular worsted weight, cotton, acrylic, and wool yarn have worked great for me using the vacuum feature. I usually let it get some air for about an hour after I take it out of the vacuum seal, and it goes back to its normal rounded strand and loft. Now, I generally wouldn't vacuum seal those thick chenille types of yarn or anything that might lose the texture if it was stored flat for months at a time. If you have a food type of vacuum sealer, they also work great for sealing small amounts of yarn. I have a vacuum sealer dedicated to just yarn, and I use the dry setting on mine. With this type of machine, you can just seal the special vacuum bags without taking out the air. And if you want, you can put the yarn in the bags and take out the air. Granted, they look kind of flat and scary once they are vacuumed. Again, I only do this to regular type of yarn, and surprisingly, I haven't had any issues with using the yarn afterwards. Just to prove that the yarn is fine, you can see once I open the bag, the air enters in quickly and the yarn skeins go back to almost their natural state. I hope this video has helped you in showing various ways to store and protect your yarn.